Ladies and gentlemen, this video is going to be me breaking down the full composition of the human soul. All right, very, very profound, important information. But before I get started, I just want to play this video of Mr. Greenblatt. All right, getting into a physical altercation. All right, and the funny thing is he's hanging out with Antifa. See what I'm saying? This is a keyboard warrior. Major keyboard warrior for the last 5 years, talking all this tough talk, calling all these channels out, talking shit about all these other channels that have nothing to do with him, that are not even concerned with him. You see what I'm saying? And, you know, he got caught hanging out with Antifa here because, once again, you know, this guy is I believe, is Israeli intelligence, and this is the absolute nail in his pathetic coffin. All right, and it's very sad, man. It's very sad that he was able to deceive and mislead all of his followers. But I want this video to go viral. All right, let me go ahead and get this over with.
By the way, yes, my last name is Hubbard, and people ask me if I'm related to L. Ron. The answer is no. In fact, I'm not even related to anybody named Hubbard. I have no bloodline to that name. My father does not know who his father is, and at one point he heard his father might be named Greenblatt, which is a Jewish last name, so I might actually be a Greenblatt. Anyhow,
so this is a physical altercation that Greenblatt got involved in somewhere in Washington, I guess. All right. Now, my question to Greenblatt is, you're talking all this shit about all these staged hoaxes and these crisis actors, and you know how Antifa is starting this race war and shit. See what I'm saying? Why are you even, you know what I'm saying? Why do you even, first of all, why are you even wasting your time trying to confront them? You see what I'm saying? And second of all, your dumb ass should have been fucking prepared to deal with the goddamn consequences. All right, you're not physically fit at all. All right, and this you know, you have no fighting skills at all, and this video just proved it. Straight up fucking keyboard warrior. This is your Jew-matria savior. This is your Jew-matria savior / cult leader right here. Okay, this is Zach right here. Oh, he's really oh, Zach. Oh, what happened, Zach? What happened, Zach? What happened, Zach? What happened, Zach? Let's rewind that. He got pushed to the ground. He got pushed to the ground like a fucking rag doll. Your Jew-matria ass clown. Look at that. Look at him on the ground. Look at his dumb weak ass on the fucking ground. Talking all that shit. Talking all that fucking shit. You see what I'm saying? To all these different channels for 5 fucking years. Look at this pathetic imbecile. Look at that pathetic imbecile right there. See what I'm saying? Hey, but this is your fucking leader, right? This is your Messiah, right? Got shoved to the ground. He's got back up. Let's see. Oh! Your Messiah's in a chokehold. The Messiah is in a chokehold. Oh damn! Oh damn! The Messiah got punched so bad. Look at him. This is him right here. This is Hubbard right here. With the black cap, with the black baseball cap and black jacket. This is him right here. Oh man, he looks like he was definitely prepared to fight. He was definitely prepared to throw hands. Oh, what happened? What happened, Greenblatt? Look at Greenblatt. Look at Greenblatt, man. See what I'm saying? He got thrown to the ground twice, put in a chokehold, got a fucking bottle thrown at his face, or something went off on his face, and look at how pathetic this motherfucker is. Look at how weak and scrawny and just pathetic this guy is. All the ladies watching, do you think that this man could protect you? Do you actually think that this man could actually protect you and could actually, like, you know what I'm saying, fight people off that were trying to, you know, come get you? Does this man really rub you as a protector? Does he give you the impression as a real protector? They threw that motherfucker around like a goddamn rag doll. Yep, this is the tough guy. This is the supposed tough guy. I want Russian vids to see this. I want a call for an uprising to see this. I want Young Pharaoh to see this, and I want Red Pill to see this, because this guy has talked shit about each of those channels. So I want this to go viral. All right? Because a lot of people think this guy is some kind of god. He's untouchable. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know that he actually placed them under a spell with the gematria bullshit. Because once again, the method of gematria that he uses, every word has 4 different numbers attached to it. Every word has 4 numbers that are attached to it. So when you do gematria through that method, you can put together scenarios to match anything you want it to. You can connect any fucking numbers and words you want, when every word has not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 fucking numbers attached to the word. That's like, honestly, that's like cheating just to make up your own shit. So you can have the gematria set up in a fashion in which you're always going to be right. You don't get what the fuck he did? He's attaching 4 different numbers to each word, folks. That's unfucking heard of. All right? This guy is a complete fraud. This guy, I believe he's Israeli intelligence. And he needs a lot of psychiatric mental help. All right? I think he's very depressed. I think he's very self-loathing. He doesn't get a lot of sunlight because he lives out in Washington. And Seattle, Washington has one of the least amounts of sunlight in the entire North America. In North America, you know, Seattle receives some of the least amount of sunlight as all the other parts of North America. See what I'm saying? So you have a lot of people suffering from depression in Washington. All right? This guy needs help. This guy needs he needs mental help. He needs psychiatric help. All right? Because what he does is he just goes after channels that have said nothing to him, have nothing to do with him. And this is what Zach tried to do to me in 2016. You see what I'm saying? In March of 2016, he came out with a video, his first video, talking about me, telling people to stay away from my channel. And at that time, I didn't even know who the fuck Zach was. All of a sudden, out of the blue, this dude just makes a video about me in 2016. When, going back to early 2016, I never even mentioned his name. All right. He came out with a video called Channels to Stay Away From. And he had my channel in that video. And I was like, who the fuck is this? I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I never mentioned his name. And that's how it all started, between me and him. But, this just sums it up in a nutshell. Who you ass clowns are worshiping. You know what I mean? somebody who is not masculine, somebody who has no control over his fucking emotions, somebody who is suffering from depression and low self-esteem. So when he sees people with higher potentials than him, he goes after them and attacks them. You see what I'm saying? You see? And his ego got the best of him here because he definitely was not prepared. All right? So we're just going to leave that there. If you want to see this video, just make this shit go viral. All right? So that's enough of the ass clown. All right? We're going to get into real metaphysics here. We're going to get into real metaphysics, all right? The composition of the human soul. The composition of the human soul. All right? All the humans on the earth either have 7 chakras, 9 chakras, 11 chakras, or 13 chakras, depending on how much neuromelanin is in the blood. All right? That's going to determine how many chakra points you have to your soul. There's certain people with 7 chakras, certain people with 9 chakras, 11 chakras, and 13 chakras. Now, you see, it has to be an odd number because there always has to be a median to the soul. You know, your chakras always have to add up to an odd number, all right? Because there has to be a median to your soul. So if you have 7 chakras, your heart chakra has to be the median, which means 3 higher chakras, 3 lower chakras, and the median is the heart chakra. All right? Now, if you have 9 chakras, you have 4 higher chakras, 4 lower chakras, and the median, which is the heart chakra. If you have 11 chakras, you have 5 higher chakras, 5 lower chakras, and the median is the heart chakra. If you have 13 chakras, you have 6 higher chakras, 6 lower chakras, and the median is the heart chakra. All right? So, you have 3 different aspects to your soul. You have the Ka, the Ba, and the median. You have the T-bone ange, the gross bone ange, and the median. All right? The Ka is the lower vibratory aspect of the soul. The Ba is the higher vibratory aspect of the soul. And then you have the median, which is the heart chakra. All right? All right? So, just like how the galaxy spirals. All right, the galaxy has a positive pole, a negative pole, and a neutral pole. All right, the neutral pole of the galaxy is the black hole in the center of the galaxy. The neutral pole of the galaxy is the black hole of the galaxy. When you look at an atom, all right, the proton is the positive aspect of the atom. The electron is the negative aspect of the atom. The neutron is the neutral aspect of the atom, and the neutron is the black hole of the goddamn atom. All right? Even when you look at our brains, our brains are a completely different entity. All right? Our brains are a completely different entity from the rest of our soul. The brain, listen up, the brain is the organ that deceives the soul into believing this physical material world is real. The brain is the organ that deceives the soul into believing that this material realm is real. So the brain is responsible for this matrix illusion and our souls believing that the material realm is real. The pineal gland is a communication device between this realm and other realms. All right, that's what the pineal gland is. The pineal gland is a communication device. All right. So this is why all the time during mummification in ancient Egypt, they would take the brain out during mummification, all right, because the Egyptians knew fully that the brain was only an organ that deceived the soul into believing that the material realm was real. So I believe sometimes they kept the pineal gland, but threw away the rest of the brain. All right, because that pineal gland is a communication device. So when you look at it in a nutshell, the brain is split up between the left lobe, the right lobe. All right. I believe the left lobe is the positive. The right lobe might be the negative. All right. Or no, it could be in reverse. The right brain could be the positive. The left brain could be the negative. And then the pineal gland is the neutral black hole. You see what I'm saying? Black hole portal or the communication device. Neutral. You see what I'm saying? You see? And your lower 6 chakras, or your lower 3, 4, or 5, or 6 chakras, your lower chakras create the lower aspect of your Merkaba, the lower aspect of your Merkaba, the pyramid pointed down, all right? The higher aspect of your Merkaba is your higher 3 chakras, your higher 4, 5, or 6 chakras. Your higher chakras are the upper aspect of your Merkaba light ship, all right? All right, so this is the pyramid rotating, all right, going upwards. This is the pyramid rotating going downwards, all right, which creates the tetrahedron torus field around your body. You see? So we are literally walking, talking galaxies. We are walking, talking galaxies. All right, we are a microcosm of the macrocosm. All right, so we should study the great triad of the soul. The great triad of the soul. We have a positive aspect of our soul, a negative aspect of our soul, and the negative aspect of our soul is pertaining to the spirit. Because the spirit is the energy that keeps our physical vessel alive. You see, all animals have spirits that keep their physical vessels alive, but they may not necessarily have a soul, which shows that they conduct activity and actions that basically say that they have higher understanding, higher wisdom, higher levels of thought and behavior. You see, that is only evident in a low amount of animals. All right, in a pretty low amount of animals. There, like I said, but there are quite a few animals that do have souls. Most of them only have spirits. All right. All right, so when you talk about the triad of the soul, you're talking about the positive aspect, the negative aspect of the soul, and then the neutral aspect of the soul. All right, so when you look at higher beings like humans, the higher aspect of the soul is the higher chakras, the lower aspect is the lower chakras, and then the neutral aspect would be the heart chakra. All right. The heart chakra is the great median, of the soul, the great weigher of the soul. So therefore, at the moment of so-called death or transition, if our soul is vibrating on more of the frequencies of our higher chakras, this median right here, this black hole right here in the heart chakra, it's going to allow the soul to go through that vortex in the heart chakra. All right. if the soul is vibrating on more of the lower chakras during the time of transition, that means that the soul will not be able to vibrate on a frequency that's high enough to get through the vortex portal and the heart chakra. So this means if the person is vibrating on more of a lower frequency at the time of transition, all right, the soul will not be able to enter this vortex in the heart chakra. So the soul will be forced out of the body into another body, or the soul will be held in purgatory, all right, which means it won't be able to enter another body. You see what I'm saying? Which is, complete torment, if you ask me. You see what I'm saying? Or if the person is vibrating on a lower frequency and is not able to get through this portal in the heart chakra, the soul could be trapped in the fourth dimension, which is the dream realm. All right, the dream realm allows you to do anything you want to do, but you're still bound by time. You're still bound by time in the fourth dimension. All right. So now we got the triad of the soul down pat. You can either have 7, 9, 11, or 13 chakras to your soul. So now we're going to get into the importance of mummification here. All right. And the names of these aspects of the soul. You see, the ancient Egyptians believed in the Ka and the Ba. The Ka and the Ba. All right. So right here, we're going to go ahead and see if we can get a good depiction. Okay, here it is right here. Two very important things were necessary for a person to go to one's Ak, or become a blessed one who would spend a pleasant eternal life. One was passing the final judgment. The other was a well-preserved body that the person's soul could recognize and return to after the opening of the mouth ceremony. The two most important divisions of the soul were the Ka and the Ba. The Ka was the person's double. It stayed with the deceased in the tomb. So the Ka, listen up, that means the Ka is attached to the body. That means the Ka is attached to the body. And what did I just say? I said that the Ka represents the spirit, and the spirit is only responsible for maintaining physical life and physical function in the material realm. The soul is who you really are. You see what I'm saying? And this is why the soul was able to leave the body and come back and visit the body after transition. So that means the soul is actually the Ba. The soul in our true identity is actually the Ba. The Ka only keeps the physical body functioning. All right? The Ka was a person's double. It stayed with the deceased in the tomb. The Ba, portrayed as a human-headed bird, could leave the tomb during the day, but needed to return to the body at night. Without the mummy, the Ba and Ka could not survive. All right? To ensure their continued existence in the afterlife, the ancient Egyptians worked hard to find the perfect method of preserving the body. Now, I'm not sure if I actually agree with this completely. All right? I agree with what's stated about the Ka and the Ba, but I do not agree with the physical body having to stay preserved in order for the soul to survive. I don't believe that. I don't necessarily believe that. All right? All right, now you see the body was preserved to deceive archons, to deceive the demonic entities known as the archons. So the archons would believe that our physical body was still alive on this earth. So that made it easier for the Ba to enter an interdimensional portal, a stargate. It made it easier for the Ba to enter the heart chakra into another dimension, into another realm of existence. All right? Because when the body was preserved, all right, that basically caused those entities, those parasitic entities, to believe that we were still alive in the material realm. Folks, that's why organic materials were put into the bodies during mummification. This is why organic materials were placed into the body during mummification. So it could fool certain, spiritual parasites into believing that this was still a alive body. All right? And this made it easier for the spirit to find its way into stargates without being lured by archons. If the archons think you're still fucking alive, folks, they're not, think about it. They're not going to be trying to trap the same soul in the fourth dimension, and in the fourth dimension that they still think is still in the third dimension. You see what I'm saying? If they still think you're still alive, they're not even going to be concerned about stopping you from reaching higher realms. You see, and when you think about it, before the soul even comes into the third dimension, before birth, we have to go through 9 months of a growth process, of a development process, 9 months before we can even enter the material realm. So guess what? Don't you know the human soul needs basically the same, damn near the same amount of care after transition, as above, so below. When our souls enter our mother's stomachs, all right, we have to go through 9 months of a growth and development process. And we have to receive the proper nutrition in our mother's stomachs for 9 months before we can be birthed into the material realm. So as above, so below. It's the same when we transition. After we transition, the mummification process takes in between 40 and 70 days. Takes in between 40 and 70 days. See what I'm saying? So the mummification process wasn't necessarily important because the spirit and the soul needed the body, to stay alive. The Ba can still be reincarnated or, sent to another realm, even if the body was not preserved. You see what I'm saying? But that all depends on the vibration of the person's heart chakra. You see? Because a person can still be, reincarnated if the body is burned. If the body is burned like cremation, I believe most of the time that will force the body to be reincarnated, or the soul. That will force the Ba here, the soul, to be reincarnated. Cremation. You see, this is why the Jedi in Star Wars, they cremated, the dead Jedi, because the Jedi wanted to be one with the universal force. The Sith were much wiser. So the Sith said, we can rise above the material realm. We can rise above the orgone energy of the material realm. So, we can mummify our dead. That's why the Sith mummified their dead. You see, so they could enter the Stargate portal in their heart chakras, or they could enter, different dimensional portals, or they could attach their Ba to sacred objects so they could stay alive in the material realm, so the Sith could escape reincarnation. You see what I'm saying? So when we look at it, everything in the material realm goes through a different cycle process. On this earth, we have a water cycle. We have an oxygen cycle. You see what I'm saying? We have a carbon cycle. You see, there are many planets that orbit around stars. In this galaxy, there are planets that orbit around stars in a cycle, The stars rotate around the galactic center in a cycle, The nitrogen cycle, You see what I'm saying? The energy of the food chain, the food chain ecosystem cycle on the Earth. Another cycle, the life and death cycle of stars, another goddamn cycle. So this is why the Sith were much more wise than the Jedi, because the Sith understood that the material realm was nothing but the realm of the parasites. The material realm was nothing but a parasitic realm where life forms had to eat other life forms to stay alive. So this is why the Sith said, fuck that shit. I'm either going to master the material realm and live forever, or I'm going to ascend above the material realm and escape this cycle of reincarnation by entering the Stargate in my heart chakra, or entering another Stargate portal after death. This is why the Sith in Star Wars mummified their dead. Okay? All right? And this is why the Sith were much more wise than the Jedi. You see, the Jedi served the goddamn cycle of life, served the same deity that we would call Yaldabaoth or Father Time. You see, becoming trapped in the realm of reincarnation, in the realm of being recycled, in the realm of the goddamn parasites. Each time your soul enters another life form, you have to consume other life forms to stay alive. What kind of bullshit is that? What kind of fucking consciousness and bullshit is that? See what I'm saying? This is why, you see, in Star Wars, they had to make the Sith look evil. Because the Sith are the Washita Mers. The Sith are the original Atlanteans on the fucking Earth. The Sith represents the original, most intelligent, highly advanced alchemists in the whole fucking galaxy. See what I'm saying? And they had to make the Sith look evil and ugly, you see? But the Sith had the goddamn true wisdom of the journey of the soul and the true composition of the soul, and how to escape the cycle of regeneration and reincarnation in the material realm. You see, so we have to start learning from these indigenous tribes like the Dogon tribe. We have to start learning from these indigenous tribes like the Dogon tribe, right? The Dogon, the Zulu, the Hopi, all right? The ancient, the Washita Nation. We have to start learning. If you guys want to start learning the Washita language, which is the true Atlantean language, go ahead and follow my Instagram account. All right, and I'll direct you to the Moor who has that knowledge of how to teach the language of the Atlanteans, of the original Washita, because all of the so-called black people of the Americas, over 90%, over 95% of the black people in America are of Washita descent. All right, so, in future videos, you're going to see me in different countries, right, interacting with a lot of these indigenous tribes in the next month or so. So be on the lookout for that. All right, RFG getting ready to be international very, very soon. So with all that being said, that's all I had to say on this topic. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's the chosen one. I'm out.